being made to feel like my short hair said something about me being lazy or, every kind of thing you can imagine. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? Yeah, all those things I'd encountered. When I lost packing up my clothes, because I'm giving it all away, I need to shed it. I need to shed it. I'll get more clothes, that's fine. This organization called Housing Works, I've donated privately to them for years, but I said, while you have the light, shine it on somebody else. So that was a part of coping with it as well. And everyone started calling me the next morning, because I slept very well that night. That's the other thing. The night that it all went down, I went to bed. I went to bed that night because I knew I was on the righteous side. I knew I had not done anything wrong. And I knew I wasn't the only person that ever lost a job. I knew I wasn't the only person to ever worry about the what's next, but I knew I was in control of what was next, even though I felt helpless, which is weird. So I went to bed, got up the next day. I made a video, and I said, I'm donating my clothes to Housing Works. And I love it because the CEO of Housing Works said he was in the air flying and he landed and everyone was like, where are Tamron Hall's clothes? Everybody wanted, and I was like, boom, game on. And that was a part of the list. Okay, when you have power, what is power? It's when you can open the door for other people. So now I've got the strategy. I'm gonna use the light, which is power, to open the door for other people. And then I'm gonna figure out what is the next step. I knew that I'd done 7 shows on 5 different networks. MSNBC, The Today Show, I hosted a reunion show called Sister Wives. I've done it all. And each audience was very different. My crime show. Then I looked at my advocacy work with survivors of domestic violence, and I recognized that there were so many different people who knew me from all different walks of life. So if you're the tree and these are your branches, how do you fertilize them so that there are leaves and it is plentiful? I'm gonna look at each of those groups and decide why they like what I do. I'm gonna bring it to one space, and it was a show. And it's just learning what your natural weapons are, those natural things about you that allow you to walk through life. It can be cooking, it can be compassion, it can be the ability to have people open up to you like you. We have it, everybody has it, you do.
I love that thought process. And then, so I assume then once you've done that, then that final piece is, now that I realize I've got all these branches, I realize how I'm going to fertilize it. Is part of then the fertilization, seeing what you don't want to fertilize the tree with, and that's where you're saying, okay, I'm no longer going to accept this.
Right, and when I get my show, it is going to be an inspirational, positive show. It's going to be a conversation. All those things just came into being. There were people who wanted me to do like a hot topic show. And I'm like, that's cool for some people, that's not me.